They can automate the code, bro, but they can never automate the legend. They say the devil is in the details, bro, but what if the devil is just bored? What if the greatest minds in gaming, the ones who painted Novigrad on our souls and made us feel the cyber pain of Night City, what if they look at this AI hype, this so-called revolution, and just sigh? We're sitting here, staring down the barrel of a future where games aren't crafted, they're assembled. Where every pixel is perfect, every mesh is flawless, and the entire thing feels empty. This isn't just about code, mama. This is about the feeling when you first stepped into The Witcher 3. That was the human touch, the soul. And now, the director who gave us that soul, Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, is throwing down the gauntlet. He's telling the whole industry, you can't code a soul. The core conflict isn't human versus AI. Nah, that's too simple. The real conflict, the one that's tearing the AAA industry apart, is scale versus soul. You see the numbers, right? $300 million for Spider-Man 2, $700 million total for a Call of Duty title. Insane cost acceleration. Every new console generation demands a bigger map, higher fidelity, more things to shoot, more grass to render. The financial imperative is a beast mode enemy you can't run from. Studios are sweating, panicking, because the math doesn't check out anymore. Human effort cannot scale in the same way the technology does. So, what's the easy button? AI. Use it to generate the 5,000 unique trash cans, the repetitive C# boilerplate, the endless QA checks for a tiny mesh gap where a player can fall out of the world. Tomaszkiewicz's studio, Rebel Wolves, literally uses AI to check for those gaps. That is the conflict. The desperation of executives to cut costs and automate the boring stuff versus the intrinsic need of the artist to make something mean something. The conflict gets colder, boss, when the market rejects the soulless perfection. They call it AI slop. Remember Black Ops 7? Players saw those janky AI-generated icons and the whole house of hype came down. Studio Ghibli ripoffs, bro. You can't tell a gamer to pay full price for a $300 million game that's using zero effort garbage. That's not efficiency, that's corporate disrespect. The conflict is simple. We want the technical efficiency of a machine, but we still crave the mistakes of a human. You think this is just a tech debate? Nah, this is pure, raw regret and disappointment. The emotional need for the player is respect and authenticity. When we buy a $70 game, we're not just buying code. We're buying the sleepless nights of the developers, the argument the writer had over a single line of dialogue, the pride of the texture artist. We want a game forged in human struggle, not rendered in 5 seconds by a server farm. And the emotion from the developers? It's fear and anger. Jennifer English, the actress from Baldur's Gate 3, was right. Mistakes are beautiful. That random, slightly off-kilter animation, that one weird voice line, that's the signature. When AI takes over, it smooths out all the edges, removes all the character. It leaves you with something technically perfect, but emotionally void. The fear is real, man. SAG-AFTRA had to step in with the CCC framework, consent, compensation, control, because the industry was lining up to replace every voice actor with a digital ghost. They're making it so expensive to use a synthetic voice, it's smarter to hire the human. That's a desperate act of self-preservation, a shield against the fear of irrelevance. This whole debate is fueled by the rage against seeing years of artistic skill being reduced to a prompt. Here's the twist, the punchline that hits you in the gut. The unexpected truth isn't that AI will replace us. The unexpected truth is that AI is setting a new, higher baseline for the boring stuff. Think about it. In a year, every game will have flawless meshes, no gaps, and optimized boilerplate code. That technical perfection will become the expected minimum. It'll be the new table stakes. The truly unexpected thing will be the human flaw, the visible sign that a person actually made this. The soul will become the rarest commodity, the ultimate luxury brand. If the machine can do everything perfectly, then the value is in the things the machine can't do. The intentional artistic choice, the weird, brilliant narrative risk, the emotional resonance of a handcrafted story. The studios that proudly say, "A human drew this line, a human wrote this dialogue, a human poured their unique pain into this character," they'll be the ones that win the premium market. The AI slop that Gen Z loves on low-fidelity, viral platforms like Roblox? It's a different product, a disposable meme. The unexpected pivot is that it only amplifies the hunger for real art in the AAA space. Low-cost viral junk only makes high-cost human art more valuable. So, what's the takeaway? What's the transformation we need to survive this digital storm? It's the shift from confusion to clarity. The transformation is in realizing that AI isn't the final boss, it's just a new, overpowered toolset. The smart players, like Tomaszkiewicz, they aren't banning it. They're putting it in a utility slot. They're using it to clear the trash mobs of tedious work, so their human artists can focus their full power on the game is good, critical objective. The human in the loop imperative, that's the mantra. We don't get rid of the humans, we turn them into creative supervisors. We stop them from drawing 5,000 trash cans and elevate them to curate the 5,000 best AI-generated assets, injecting the soul back in with a single brushstroke of human intentionality. The human role doesn't die, it evolves. It transforms from a manual laborer into a master director who tells the hyper-efficient machine exactly where to put the flaw, where to put the heartbreak. In the end, this isn't about technology winning. It's about humanity differentiating itself. When everyone's running at 4K 120 FPS, the only thing that separates the legend from the filler is the story you tell and the emotion you leave them with. They can automate the code, bro, but they can never automate the legend.